We are taking derivatives and giving examples on using the quotient rule. So we have d over dx, which means we need to take the derivative of this function. And this is what I'm claiming our final answer is going to be. So you should pause, write this down. Here's a clue. And then try to come up with this if you can. Alright, so I take the derivative of the numerator first. And that means I'm going to have to take this 3 and bring it out front. Rewrite what's in parentheses, subtracting 1 from the exponent, which gives us a 2. Take the derivative of the inside and chain it out. So the derivative of x squared is 2x. Of course, the derivative of 3 is 0. So we're just left with a 2x. And then rewriting the denominator minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator. And the derivative of x plus 1 is just 1. And it's all over the denominator squared. So now we've taken the derivative using the quotient rule, and now it's time to clean it up, and that means just a bunch of algebra. And it looks to me like what I'm going to do here is I'm going to factor some common terms out. And let's see here. I factored in x squared plus 3 squared. Okay, we have an x squared plus 3 and an x squared plus 3, but remember you always choose the one with the smaller exponent, so I'm going to pull this one out here, and that's the reason there's a 2 here. And what are we going to be left with? Well, let's see, if I pull 2 of these x squared plus 3's out over here and then 2 out over here, but there's 3 here, that means there's just going to be 1 left, right? But what's going to be left over here? We got a 3, a 2x, and an x plus 1. So that's the reason I just rewrite this right here. Minus, and of course we pulled out 2 of them, so we're just left with 1 left over. And then the bottom was squared. Alright, then I'm going to clean up what's in the brackets. Multiplying 3 times 2x gives me 6x, and then what I do is I take the 6x and I multiply it by the x. That gives me 6x squared. 6x, right, times 1. That gives me just 6x. Distribute the negative or the minus through. So we got negative x squared minus 3. And then we want to collect up some like terms in here. We have a 6x squared, a minus x squared, so that's going to leave us with a 5x squared. And looks like that's all we can do on that. Okay, so I stop right there. And this is my final answer. This is the derivative.